in the dramatic voice. Why reanimation, in parentheses, zombies, is important. The idea is the dead come back from the grave and try to eat the already living. Scary stuff. What you might not know, though, is that this is an idea that is very real today. Scientists are working on this very thing, trying to bring the dead back to life, so that we can give those who die before their time or by accidents. That's seriously where he ends the sentence? Wow. Of course we aren't there yet, but we are closer to this than you may think. The idea is to restart the body after it has stopped, but there are many complications that we still have to work on first. If this is something that can be perfected one day, the breakthrough could save lives all over the world and maybe one day your own. Also, he wrote breakthrough, he spelled break, B-R-A-K-E. Great spelling for a college student. People that pass away from something going wrong internally, when their heart goes out, or a different organ, because it's emphasized the heart, but any other different organ, if we could perfect the ability to bring them back, we could kill there for a short while. What? We could kill there for a short while. Wait a minute. Oh, okay, wait a minute. If we could perfect the ability to bring them back, we could kill there for a short while. That makes absolutely no sense. We could kill there for a short while, replace or fix what was broken, and simply bring them back to life. It could help save lots of lives and stop lots of suffering. Actually, if you're brought back to life from an injury and you were suffering, wouldn't that be bringing back the suffering if you were actually alive? These are just a few examples of things that could be great if this is ever perfected. There are so many things that could benefit from this. It definitely is something we should keep working towards. Not long ago, I personally went through an experience that this could have made a huge difference in. When I was in high school, I had a friend. Her name was Katie. That should have been a period. She was a bright girl and always got good grades. And then he uses the semicolon for no reason. Why is that there?
Semicolons are amazing.
Unnecessary semicolon is implanted into this essay. She was an all-around nice person and had a very good future ahead of her. A week before her... What? A week before her, she graduated. She was killed in a car accident when a drunk driver crashed into her. All of her talent and hard works, hopes and dreams, everything she had planned to change about this world, unnecessary semicolon, all ended that day with her. To have to see how all of her family was just so proud of her and wanted to see her go off to college, for it all just end. For it all to just end? Wait. For it all to just end and be taken away from her. If we had this technology back then, we could have fixed what was broken in the accident and brought her back, given her a chance to finish what she started. But she didn't start anything. She was in high school. Whatever. The idea of bringing someone back from the dead is an interesting concept in its own because it seems to be fictional, but the truth of it is very real and close to being around. It's an idea that's kind of been around, okay. We already have the technology to restart the body, kind of like when someone first passes away. How can we jumpstart them with shock pads to restart the heart? Fucking go to medical school, you idiot. You'll learn how this works, and it doesn't work the way you're thinking. This is another form of that, but can be done later. Where the shock pads have to be used within minutes, this could be used in days. Think of your body like a car engine. Why? When you're born and not you are born, you are turned on. Oh, what? And you give yourself food. You give yourself fuel, which in parentheses is food. And I actually think your parents give that to you as you're a child. You do not give yourself anything at that moment. To keep yourself going, your heart is like the battery that keeps everything working and flowing. But when something stops working and you pass away, that's it. Well, what if it wasn't it? What if they were able to restart you, turn you back on after a while? This is a back through that could change and stop thousands of accidental deaths. Well, actually, it wouldn't stop the accidental deaths. They've already happened. It would just, you would bring them back to life after the accidental death.
Gold.
One problem we are facing is, this entire essay, if we should even make this possible. Most religions might not agree with this, cause they would say that because I lost my place, of course. Because they would say that the soul has already left the body. They might say that it is pretending to be God, but it's not about that. This is about trying to give someone a chance to keep living. There are also lots of times when someone passes away from something that's not their fault. Sorry. People every day die from just trying to live a normal life. And if we had the technology to give them a chance to keep living their life, not their life, how is it a bad thing? In a recent article in the Post-Tribune, there was a car full of kids that crashed and they all were killed. If we had this technology perfected, we could have brought them back. They could have lived for many more years, just like my friend Katie could have. They died at a young age, and it is something we could fix one day with a progress in this field. With a progress. Okay. Being able to save you, youth of our generation. To save you? As in, this is not your teacher. I am older than you. Being able to save you, youth of our generations, and give people a chance after accidents is something too great. And he spelled too, T-O, not T-O-O. Great to be ignored. I think that with a future like this, will bring is... What? I think that with a future that this will bring is one with more possibilities. The Parasite. My cited source. I have 2 cited sources.